Tabby's Texas Kitchen. Today we're going to be making caramel apple sticky buns. Now I'm going to get everything ready and I'll show you how I made them. Okay, to start my sticky buns, I've got 1 cup of, I'm using evaporated milk today because I'm out of regular milk. So I've got 1 cup of evaporated milk, 1/2 stick of butter, and I put this in the microwave just long enough to melt the butter. And it should just be, before you put your yeast in, it should just be warm enough that you could stick your finger in there without burning yourself, like you're making a baby's bottle, so that you don't kill your yeast. And I'm using 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast, and I'm also going to use 1 tablespoon of sugar, and that will feed your yeast. And then I'm just going to stir this together, make sure my sugar is stirred in, and I'm just going to let this set and bloom for about 7 to 10 minutes, just to make sure that my yeast is active. Okay, my yeast is bloomed and foamy. You can see that. And I'm going to go ahead and pour that into my mixing bowl. I'm going to go ahead and put in 1 egg, 1 large egg. And a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm going to go ahead and add, I got 3 cups of flour. I'm going to go ahead and add that all in. And we're going to mix this until it starts coming away from the sides of the bowl. And if it doesn't come away from the sides of the bowl, you may have to add just a little bit more flour. It just depends on the stickiness. Flour kind of depends on your weather. It's not an exact science. So, and I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of sugar. And then I'm just going to get this mixing up. Okay, my dough is still pretty sticky, so I'm going to put in another 1/4 cup of flour. And then I'm going to let it blend up some more. And you'll just keep doing that, just adding a little bit of flour till it pulls away. Now it has came away from the bowl, but it is still sticky. So what I'm going to do now is just put down a little bit of flour. I don't really need to knead it because it has went for about 7 minutes. But I do want to get it out of the mixer and shape it into just a nice bowl. I just want to shape it into a nice ball and get all the excess flour and everything out of here, because I'm going to use my same bowl to let my dough rise. So I'm just gonna knead it just a tiny bit. I'm gonna move you back so you can see. It's a really soft dough. See, it pushes down and it comes back. So I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in my bowl here, and then we're going to let this rise for an hour and a half to 2 hours, and we'll be back. Okay, I'm going to start my topping. I did melt 1 stick of butter, and I'm going to take the butter wrapper, and I'm just going to take that around the edges just to make sure the edges are buttered and we don't waste any butter. I'm going to pour my 1 stick of butter in. That's all over the bottom. And then I'm going to add, I'm not exactly sure, so I'm going to measure a 1/4 cup at a time. And I'm just going to sprinkle this over the bottom. Thinking probably about a cup. One more 1/4 cup. Just make sure I get along the edges. And this is a 9 by 13 pan. So that was 1/4. So that was 1 cup and 1/4 of brown sugar. And then I'm going to sprinkle some pecans over top. And the brown sugar and butter will kind of make like a caramel topping on top of the sticky buns. And I'm going to put this to the side and get our dough out, and then we'll get to rolling that out. Dough out. Flour on my rolling pin, just a little sprinkle flour down. Finally got some cooler weather here in Texas. Today is, I believe, 80 degrees, and we're getting a good rainfall, so really happy about that, because we only had probably about 2 rain showers this whole summer. And I'm just pulling these ends out because I kind of got it round and I want it to be squared. So if that happens to you, you can just push the dough, pull it back over, and then start rolling again. Little tear there, so I'm going to put that back together. Okay, then I'm going to take about start off with half a stick of butter, and then I'm just going to rub this all over. I'm going to leave about an inch from one side. I'm just going to use my hands. I'm going to leave about 1 inch from that back side because that's the side that I'm going to use to close up my cinnamon rolls. Just want to get it all the way to the edges except for that one side. I'll be right back. I'm going to wash my hands. And for the middle, we're going to put some more brown sugar. And we still want to keep away from that edge over there. I don't usually measure, I usually just put it out until I feel like I've got enough. But I want to try to make sure you have a measurement when you're cooking it. So far we have half a cup. Say 1 cup would be plenty. I like to have enough that it completely covers the butter, like I can run my hand over it and I'm not touching the butter at all. I'm just spreading out the brown sugar. I'm bringing it all the way to the edges. I'm going to sprinkle that with cinnamon, and the cinnamon's kind of up to you. If you like a lot or a little bit, we like a lot, so I'm probably put about 1 tablespoon and a half. Okay, then I chopped up I had like about a large apple and a small apple. We need 2 cups of apples. And I cut them up pretty fine so that to be sure that they cooked in the oven. You don't want to have pieces of raw apple. Spread these out till they're even. And then on top of that, I'm just going to put some caramel sauce, just the kind you buy for ice cream. And I'm just going to lightly drizzle that. And then I'm going to start at this end to roll it up, and I'm going to try to roll it really tightly. Just go back and forth as I go. We're almost there. I'm just going to bring that bottom part up and start pinching it. I cut these about 1 inch in width. One a little too thick. And we're just gonna set these down in our pan. And then I'm gonna let these rise again for about 30 minutes. And I've got these out of the oven and I've let them cool just a little bit. And now I'm going to flip them out on a tray. I got one that's stuck. Take a knife around the edge here. Okay, I got Julie here with me. She's my daughter that she still lives in Texas, but she lives out of town about 4 or 5 hours. And we got Genevieve. This is what it looks like, just one. And Julie's going to be my taste tester today.
Me and Genevieve's.
Yeah, Mama's going to give you a bite. You want a bite?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hot.
Hot?
Mash you up and down.
Up and down. You want a bite?
You want to try it?
Is it good?
Is it good?
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, Mama.
Yeah? You like it?
Mommy food.
Yeah. Who is that? Mommy,
That was good.
Nana, and Genevieve. You're so funny. How is it?
It was really good.
My lip.
Yeah? It's for your lips. Yeah.
It's just like having a cinnamon roll that has
Mommy.
caramel and pecans on top.
Yeah.
Where's my messy?
Caramel in the middle of it too.
Oh.
Like you put on your ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Is it hot?
Good. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here in Tabby's Texas Kitchen. Remember to show kindness to others, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good job.
Good job.
Like and subscribe.